Hi guys, so let's do a quick recap on tackling food issues over the holiday season. Here in New Zealand, it's New Year's Eve, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of temptations out there. And we've covered off three really simple tips to help support you through this season when we're surrounded by temptation. And remember, these strategies work. They're grounded in behavioral science. They're based on basic principles. We know they work. It's supporting you through this time of challenge. But as always, I encourage people to think big and that it's much bigger than just putting a band-aid over a situation. That's why I've been calling them the first aid tips for this time of year. So the first one that we talked about was that choice. Asking yourself in the moment, is pursuing this avenue, taking this piece of food, is it getting me closer to my goal or further away? Is it supporting me in a healthy lifestyle and reducing fat or whatever I'm pitching for? Is it getting me closer? Is it taking me further away? And the idea behind that is it's completely non-judgmental. Because when you find yourself saying, well, actually, no, it's not taking me closer to my goal, the idea there is to pull yourself up and make a conscious decision based on how important is your goal. Now, the next one was when you do decide that, hey, I'm actually going to enjoy this, I'm going to have that dessert, I'm going to have that piece of cake, you don't then beat yourself up. You make the decision and you let it go. You enjoy it, you savor it, you relish it, and then it's reset back on the wagon, so to speak. You do not beat yourself up later and laden yourself with guilt and accuse yourself of various, lack of willpower, lack of this. That does not serve you. Now, the last one that we talked about yesterday was what is termed basic behavioral economics, the idea of supply and demand. And if you restrict yourself, you create demand. The minute you can't have something, you want it, right? So the idea is you set yourself an allowance. So for example, over the holiday season, you might say that your allowance is so much of this thing that you really love, and you can have it per day, per week, or whatever you decide, but base it on the fact that you do not want to deprive yourself. You will create that desire, you will create demand. Don't deprive yourself. And then this is all linked in to the idea that you do not want to create that idea that you lack willpower, that you lack discipline, that there's something wrong with you as to why you can't stick to a goal or stick to a program. This is all big picture stuff, guys. We need to remember that it's not just about in the moment. We need clarity on our big picture. And some of you will know that's part of my program that I offer with the coaching, is getting stuck in to the why, your values, what's important to you, to get that perspective, to get that foundation, because none of this stuff is sustainable without a bigger picture and without clarity around your why. If we go back to that choice point, the idea of deciding, is this getting me closer or further away from my goal? You need to have a passionate reason why that goal is important for you. It's not just the end, the one-hit wonder. And, I can speak from that because that's the rationale behind why I do what I do, is because I've been there, because I've experienced that. It wasn't just about getting on stage for me. It was much bigger than that. Because at the end of the day, I may never have got on stage. Anything could have happened. The competition could have been cancelled. What was really important was my why I was pitching for it, why I was aiming for it. So have a wonderful new year and let me know how you get on with these hints and tips. First aid for the holidays, and remember, enjoy it. Life isn't meant to be a struggle. Catch up with you soon.